Hi snooker fans, Emma Maflin here for daffersnooker.com. I'm here with Jimmy Robertson, the former English amateur champion, to do a Q&A session. Jimmy, how are you?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So let's fire this off. First question, what made you take up snooker?
Basically, me and my friend used to go and play a little bit where his mum used to work at a social club. And then our parents sort of used to go to the pubs and watch the footy. Used to play a bit of pool. And then my dad basically got me a 6x3 table for my birthday, took me down the local snooker club and went from there. So I sort of loved the game from there, really.
Who's had the most influence on your career?
I mean, my mum and dad obviously used to take me everywhere all over the country in all the junior days until I started driving when I was 17. Then I drove myself because my dad couldn't handle it anymore. But no, my dad, like without their help and that throughout the years, I wouldn't sort of be where I am today with them funding me and finding me sponsorship and stuff. So yeah, I'd say my dad mainly.
I've met your mum and dad, they're really lovely people. Funny as well, so
Not really,
I don't
no.
know what happened to you.
He thinks he's funny, he tells a few jokes, but he's not that funny at all.
He is. What cue do you use?
I got John Parish special cue. He done a bit of work last season for me. Added an inch to it and new ferrule and stuff, so yeah, I get on really well with that. I've had it for about 10 years now, I think. But yeah, no, I really like it.
Good. What tip do you use?
It's the TFS tip from Tony. So I used to have a Elk Master like for years, and I've never sort of been one to change tips, but I just tried this basically, and I like this or the Elk Master.
Okay. Who's the toughest player on tour, would you say?
They're all pretty tough, all of them. Obviously, Mark Selby's probably got to be the toughest. Ronnie as well, because I've never won a frame off him. You got Higgins and Ding and Robertson, but the toughest has got to be Selby at the minute.
Fair enough. Who are you pally with on tour? You got any friends?
Nobody, no friends. You know, I like get on with most people. Sort of my best sort of buddy is sort of Milkins. Like Kurt, Giorgio, Kingy, Jamie Cope fell off the tour. I was hanging around with him quite a lot. Celty, but no, I get on with most people. Good.
What's your favourite venue? Where do you like playing the most?
The Crucible. It's got to be the Crucible for me. Played there 3 times now. It's just such a buzz when you're playing there, and the atmosphere and everything around the venue, and it's a special place to play. The Temperature is obviously nice. I like Preston as well. I like Gould Hall.
Oh, nice.
It's quite a nice venue, but the Crucible is the best for me.
What do you do to relax when you're away from the table? I see you've got a bit of a tan there.
We had a little 5-day trip to Costa Brava where the weather was terrible. But I've spent quite a bit of time in the garden, so the sun's been out a little bit. I just like chilling out, really.
You've not been on the sunbeds then, Jimmy?
No, I don't do sunbeds.
You don't do sunbeds?
Don't do any sunbeds. No, just spend a bit of time in the garden, and little man has me playing snooker in the garden, or football or tennis or basketball or whatever, so just loves it at the minute. We just moved house 3 months ago, and now we've got a garden, so he's outside playing all the time, so a bit of nice weather, it's nice.
And I know your girlfriend's expecting, so congratulations on that as well. What's your favourite food? What do you like eating? Don't say everything.
I do, I like everything. I like, my favourite's Chinese. I love a Chinese, a curry, kebab. In Italian.
You're saying everything.
Literally, fish and chips, carvery. I like a lot. I love food, I think. So.
What do you like to drink?
My favourite drink is water. I like water, a cup of tea. Alcoholic's got to be. I'm into the recorder leagues at the minute.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Mixed fruits, mixed berries, or whatever it is. I love it. Or a Stella cider, Stella Sidra. So they're my 2 favourite alcoholic, but no, water and a cup of tea.
Okay. What's your favourite TV programme? What do you like watching? Apart from sport?
Only Fools and Horses, that's my favourite.
Yeah.
I've got that on the iPad, so every time I'm away at tournaments, I watch that all the time.
That's my favourite, it's brilliant.
Just so funny,
It's
legends. 40 Towers I love as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But yeah, no, just all the sports, when the 30's on, or the snooker's on, or Wimbledon, or whatever. Yeah, no, and EastEnders as well. Watch a bit of EastEnders.
Don't forget EastEnders, Jimmy. Other than snooker, what other sports do you like to play? Have you got any hobbies?
Yeah, no, I play golf. I only play in the summer anyway. Play golf and tennis. Just obviously, I'm playing in the garden with him at the minute. Every single sport going. He loves it all at the minute. But the two that I play the most is obviously golf and tennis in the summer.
Good?
Not that I'm any good, but I need to do a bit of fitness for the tennis.
Yeah.
And the golf, I love the golf. Just walking around playing 9 holes or 18 holes in the sun. It's lovely, relaxing. And you try and get obviously better at it. The more you're playing, and it's frustrating when you're having bad rounds, even though you're not good enough to get frustrated with it. But no, I love golf in the summer.
With all the tournaments that are being played right around the world today, how do you feel about travelling, particularly flying?
I don't mind it at all, really. It's like obviously when you're in China or whatever for too long, or you're not just got to fly sometimes to China or Beijing or Shanghai or whatever. It's the travelling when you're there. Still, you think it's taken 12 hours or 14 hours to get to Beijing or whatever, and then sometimes you've got to travel another 5, 6, 7 hours from there to get to where you're going in China.
Yeah.
When you're away sometimes, especially when you get beat, I want to get on the first flight home 9 times out of 10. So I don't mind the travelling. It's just sometimes when you're out and you're away for too long, you just want to get back.
Yeah, I suppose you miss the family as well.
Yeah, but especially when you're out in sort of China.
Yeah.
So I want to get back even quicker when you're out there, yeah.
Do you have any phobias, Jim?
Just sitting next to Kurt on a plane, my biggest phobia. Can't stand the bloke.
You never get an armrest, Jimmy, do you?
No, or if
you
I had to sit next
squashed.
to Kurt the General on a plane, you know what I mean? That would probably be the worst phobia. But no, other than that, no, I'm not really scared of any spiders or so. I don't like snakes.
Okay.
Not that I've really seen many snakes, so no, nothing really.
Okay. Last question for you, and I'll let you go. If you could run World Snooker, what changes would you make and why?
Just the only couple of things really for me is we're still waiting for the prize money from Beijing, for instance, and I got beat in the end of March, I think it was. So obviously we're in June now, so it takes too long to get your prize money, and obviously taking 64 players out to China when you're all playing on like free practice tables. If you don't get there early or ring up to book your practice, you're $1 million to get practice within the first 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And they're the two biggest problems at the minute for me. Like they should just be taking 32 or 16 players to them events, so you get a nice bit of practice when you're out there. It's all, sometimes you have like 2 or 3 practice tables and you've got so many people just on the same table practicing at some events. But they're the two biggest problems at the minute. Other than that, they're doing a really good job, I think. So
with the no entry fee.
No entry fee is
well,
perfect. That's really good. That's helped out a lot of people.
Yeah.
But no, they're the 2 things that I'd change if I was dealing with it.
All right, Jimmy. Well, look, I'll let you go. Thanks for your time. All of us at daffersnooker.com wish you all the best for the rest of the season, and just do me a favour and get rid of that hat.
All right, thanks a lot. Cheers.
Cheers, Jimmy.
Cheers.